True love. Think about it. Just think about those words for a moment. True love. What is it all about? Have you ever been truly in love? True love is when you know that you cannot live without that person being in your life for one full day. It's when you are thinking about them when they are thinking about you at the same time. True love is when your bodies melt together like wax on a candlestick. It's when you can stare in each other's eyes for hours and never say a word, but you know what each other is thinking, and you know what each other are feeling. It's when you are together in a storm, and no matter how hard that storm hits your life, you can look at each other and smile at each other and take each other's hands and squeeze them, because you know that the love that you both have is going to take you through that storm, because God is in the center of your union. It is when you both can fall down on your knees together every single day of your lives, and you hold hands and you bow your heads down and you both talk to God about your situation, about your issues, about your problems, about your good and about your bad. True love is when you don't allow nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, to knock you off your course of faithfulness toward each other. You will not allow anyone to make you lay down with them to mess up your union, your relationship, your love, and your faithfulness toward each other. You know, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like being in love, true love. Have you ever heard of stories where some couples die, one right behind the other? That is because they couldn't live without each other for one day. And they couldn't die without each other for one day. When I hear of couples like that, you know what I always say? That's true love. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of couples that gets married. And there's a lot of couples that are in exclusive relationships. And they think that they are in love. But a lot of times, they marry for the wrong reasons. They never search their hearts and say, can I live without this person for one day? They never ever search their hearts to feel each other in the same room without even speaking a word. They never feel like their bodies melt into each other upon lovemaking, where they become one. They never, ever have experienced those feelings because they married on false pretenses. They married because someone said they look like the perfect couple together. They got married because one is very fortunate financially. They got married because of the benefit package that one offers the other. And yes, some have even became married because of looks. Looks are deceiving and looks are vain. When it all melts away, can you stand the test of time? When all the money is spent, can your love stand strong? True love is rare. It's like a rare jewel. It's like a needle that you would find in a haystack. It is precious. It is one of the best feelings in the world for both of you to love each other and be intertwined and melt into each other like a candlestick. Yeah, a lot of times when you see a couple that is really in love, people will do all that they can to destroy that love. They will place all kinds of obstacles in your way. They will cause all type of confusion amongst that couple. They will lie. They will do whatever they can to create havoc in that relationship, you will have family members that will come up against you in your love, that will pull and tug at you at the same time that you're trying to hold on to that true love. Yeah, it happens. But you want to know something? Those things are just temporary. They're obstacles, they're boulders, big, huge rocks that are placed between both of you that you have to overcome. You will jump over fences. You will move the boulders out the way. You will do whatever you have to do to get back to the point where you feel like that candlestick once again. A lot of times people are afraid to see that type of a union because it's powerful, it's irreplaceable, and they fear power. They fear that type of love because a lot of times they have never experienced that type of love before. They have never seen that power couple like that before. And it's a frightening thing. Sometimes people run from things that are misunderstood. Yeah. But when all of the boulders are put away and all of the havoc has deceased and dissipated, the love that you have between each other will begin again. Because what you have to understand is what God ordains and puts together shall no man put asunder. Look at Adam and Eve, Mary and Joseph. They had all types of obstacles and boulders and fences to jump. But they did it. Because those two relationships were ordained by God. And their love stood the test of time. So going into year 2020, if you have never in your life experienced true love, start searching for it. Start looking for it. And you keep on looking and searching until you find it. And once you find it, you don't let it go. Yeah. That relationship is going to be tested because you will be misunderstood. And people will look at you like something is wrong. No, nothing is wrong. You just have something rare, something that you don't see a lot of. But you're going to get through it. When it's all said and done, you will still be standing strong and you will still melt into each other like a candlestick. You know, I'm waiting on my candlestick moment. And when he comes, I'm going to melt into him as he melts into me. And our love will stand the test of time.